All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Pick a Card reading. It is Eden here. Today, we are going to talk about what is happening in this connection. This could be a crush. This could be a relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a family member. But let's be honest. You're probably here because it's either a crush or a relationship. I try to keep these readings as general as possible and as gender neutral as possible. But things just slip out. Do also remember that feminine and masculine energy don't mean male and female. So there's just some different things there to consider when you're listening to these readings. Of course, these readings are just for fun. So if it doesn't resonate, don't take anything too seriously. It's fine. Everything will be all right. But hopefully you get some guidance and some clarity. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let's take a look at these stones a little closer too. That might help you. If you struggle with selecting, I know it can be difficult. I'll try this one. And here we go. All right, so take a minute, maybe scan over each pile, see which one stands out to you the most, which one is calling you. When I scan my eyes over it, sometimes I get like a little tingle up my spine, and that's how I know that that's the right pile. It's kind of weird, but whatever works for you, you do. And I will see you at your pile. The timestamps are below in the description box, so click on those. If you do enjoy these videos, I would really appreciate like, share, subscribe. Just let me, and also let me know what other readings you would like. And let me know if the pile resonates. I would love to hear from more of you guys in the comments. Come on. It's exciting stuff. Or just message me personally and let me know. A few of you have been doing that, and I've really, really been enjoying that as well. All right, so I will see you over with group 1. Let's go. Hey, group 1. If you chose this citrine crystal, will it come into focus this close? There we go. Don't mind my desperate need of a manicure. This is your reading. In general, citrine represents abundance. So here we are. You can take that as you will, and we'll just leave that up there. So today's reading, as you may have known from the intro, is about what's happening in this connection. So this connection could be a friendship, a relationship, a partnership, a potential relationship, maybe no contact between you and somebody else that you were talking to, a crush. I'll try to keep it as general as possible. I will be doing person A and person B. For ease, I will consider person A to be your energy and person B to be the other person's energy. However, this is a general reading and that may flip. So you could relate more to person B than person A as well, but I will read person A as if they're you and person B as if they are the other person in this situation, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's get started. For person A, we'll start with this architect type, which is the prayer. And then for person B, we pulled venom. Okay, so what I'm feeling is for person A, you're in your head. You might be creating some illusions, not bad though. You're in prayer or anything like that, manifesting, meditating, you're creating something, you're asking for wisdom and guidance. You're reflecting on this situation and this connection a lot, but it's inward and it's the inward work. And it might be slowing your communication even because you think about it a lot, or you pray about it, or you talk about it, or you try to manifest it a lot, but you might not actually be taking the action that is needed to make this connection stronger or work better, or to create what is actually in your head and what you're, trying to manifest as well. they can't read your mind, is what I'm getting, you know? So if you don't tell them something, then they probably aren't going to know. Well, they aren't going to know. um, yeah, so you're asking for something inward, but it's not maybe reflecting outward yet. So let's see how that goes from there. With the venom, I can see that person B um, needs a lot of reflection. They've had a lot of self realization lately, or when you started this connection, but through suffering, they went through a lot. Maybe when you met them, they may have been coming out of a huge life change, or currently are coming out of a huge life change, or dealing with something, some type of past demon, some type of venom, some type of toxic relationship, or some type of toxic event in their life. Um, and they're just in the middle of a huge change and trying to clear up that toxicity. They're cleansing this past toxic energy, and there is a sense of them needing a little bit of time and kind of reacting to yourself differently. I think if you are currently in a relationship or union, you're trying to like create something, and there's a next step and there's a thing for you here, and then they have a bit of a block. You know, they have something that they need to overcome, something that they need to bring to light before they can move forward. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see if we can clarify that a bit. So let's pull for person A first. I did 2 different decks so I could get a couple different energies here and not worry about the energies transferring from deck to deck. So for person A, our first card here is the King of Wands. Our next card is the Seven of Swords. And then our third card is the Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to read this as kind of the present situation for person A, which I'm reading more of as yourself, but once again, that could be the other person as well. Just take it as it resonates. For person A, the King of Wands, you are a visionary. You have a lot of experience. If this is a love connection that you're worried about, you have a lot of experience in love and you know what you want. Or if this is kind of like a friendship you're talking about, like you know what it is to be a good friend. Like you're definitely a grown up, mature energy. You're clear on what you want and you're optimistic. However, when I see the Seven of Swords here in this connection, I think you end up feeling like you're in arguments because of the like your inability to communicate yourself and your vision and what you want, and exactly because there's no doubt about that, but your communication, and the swords are all about communication and thought, but your communication isn't coming through clear about these big elaborate plans that you have, and your big visions and your amazing foresight. You're just not being able to express yourself in that sense, which can create roadblocks. And it's kind of unfair for you to keep all of this information to yourself and expect that somebody else would understand what your vision is. So you might actually be putting a lot of pressure on this other person to just understand, just get it, just catch up, just catch up. And you're definitely in this forward, forward, forward energy, and you want this person to, get on your level, come with me, catch up kind of thing. And it's, that's a lot to expect of somebody else, to understand exactly what you're thinking and your big vision and your strong energy and your optimistic clarity and sight, especially when they seem to be going through something over here. So with the Three of Pentacles, what I see is there's a lot of potential here. Your vision, the union, it just needs the work to be put in and done in the physical world. So, you're doing all this work in your head, but you need to manifest it into the physical realm so that you can work on it with this other person. So let's see what person B has to say for their tarot. I did use a different tarot deck for person B. It is newer to me, so please be patient if I stumble a little, but I'll do my best. All right, so your first for person B. And there's the Three of Pentacles again. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles as well. All right. So for person B, This first card is the Sovereign, which means this person is coming into a moment of realization. So yeah, so they're definitely learning from something here, and they're coming into a moment of realization. And so they're trying really, really hard to take whatever it was from this venomous situation and turn it into clarity and not have it hold them back from their next step in life. So the force of will to make a change, this is them making a change and a willingness to a change and them being open to new beginnings. So this is good. And once again, we see the 3 of Pentacles, which is amazing because it's kind of like you're on the same page, even though you might be working in silos, as it seems from this point. So you're working a little bit in silos, but you're on the same page. You're both willing to put in the work. It's confirmation of the potential here as well. They also understand that this is a lot of work and there's work that needs to be done. And yeah, you're working on things, but not together. We got to make this together in the physical realm and not kind of working in silos. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it kind of means I balance. So they may have had a toxic relationship in the past, a toxic partner, a toxic friendship. They're getting over something toxic at work. And they are trying to approach this with a balanced, like kind of a checklist way, but to still be optimistic about love and everything like that while they figure out what is going on and how this affects them. Okay, let me just shuffle things around here, make a little more room for more cards because I got lots of them. All right, so then I pulled some more clarifiers for person A as well. Let's see what we got. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for sure. Then we have the Eight of Wands. And next we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So you are all about pushing this through and new beginnings and next steps and what's next and checking this box. And like there is this huge energy around you of wanting more and next and to move forward at lightning speed and like to throw all of these wands and get where you're going. But with the Ace of Pentacles, what it's telling you here is there's need for a physical presence in this relationship or connection or partnership, whatever you are asking about here. There may be distance, and I think you need to move forward with an offering that gets you guys in the same room, in the same space, or if you're married or in a long-term commitment, you may not be physically present enough or be doing enough or taking that time out to actually have physical time together because the day-to-day life things just kind of keep you going and you're just going through, the motions of figuring it out. But you need to come together to build this strong foundation for a future. That's what I'm getting. And you have that want. You have the want to like lay some groundwork down here. And that's kind of the energy that you're in. The Eight of Wands is just a willingness to try. Like you're ready for change. You want to start to bring your vision to life. You're really, really fast here, a lot of fast energy. You're ready. And with the Ace of Cups here, if this isn't a relationship that you're already in and it's just a connection, this can mean a new relationship, a next chapter. This could mean building a family. This is like kind of the next step cards. So you're totally ready for this next step. You're just kind of wondering what this block is. I don't think you're communicating that you're ready for this next step, to be honest, with all of this energy that is kind of coming up here. You're just pushing for it and it's in your head and you're like, why isn't this in front of me yet, when you're actually just not communicating all of the things that you want. And there's a lot of critical conversations to be had. All right, let's see what the next stuff is for person B. We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Guys, look, Seven of Swords again, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. There's a lot of connection here. Like you're about to be on the same page. You're both just working, but like it's different stuff. But you just need to get there together. All right, and then we have the Queen of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. All right, let's see what this says for them. Okay, so your person might be holding something back. You might not know what this is. Maybe you're not having those conversations. Maybe they're a little sheltered right now. They might have some fears about your next steps and things that you're like manifesting into this world, and they may have actually some concerns. Yeah, this is for you, this is like some big, elaborate vision. And you're like, and this is how it has to happen. And this is what I have to do next. And blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to do this. And you're just in this like leadership power, this king mode over here. When this person, like, this isn't a vision, this is an attempt. It's like, okay, I'll give this a shot. I've been hurt before. I have this to overcome, or I'm a little concerned about this, but they're very willing to attempt it. So, your energy of plowing through and pushing this through, and the big vision and the work and the stuff like that. And then this person's kind of like, well, I'll try. And there's a willingness. It's not bad. It's just not the path that you're seeing, perhaps. And with the Queen of Wands, I just want to point out you have the King of Wands, and this is the Queen of Wands. Divine masculine, divine feminine. This could be a soulmate energy, twin flame connection. This person is very independent, and working together might be new for them, and maybe they need to adjust, and you just need to like consider that. You're like, oh, why aren't you just fitting into my plan for my big vision and my next step, when really like this person's like, well, I'm used to making all of these plans myself, so they just need some time. And then with the Page of Pentacles, you can see here this guy, he's like making a list and checking it twice. There might be this person, I feel like, is kind of witty. They're fond of like being a bit of a humanitarian, but they're also really like practical and in earth space. Yeah, they want to be a part of something bigger for sure, but how you get there might not be the path that you think, and that they need their own path, and they need to make their own list, and they see the bigger vision. It's the execution that might be, the fog here, kind of the problem. All right, let's pull some clarifiers to see if we can get any more information out of this. All right, we have the Seven of Cups for person A, and the Hanged Man. All right. So what that's saying is, for person A, is you need to be flexible in your path. You see here in the Seven of Cups, like there's a lot of choices, a lot of options. They're all beautiful. They're all amazing. And I'm reading it in this reading that they all lead to the same place. You know your vision. You know where you want to go, but you really need to be a little more flexible about how you're getting there. And then that's just being like reaffirmed here by the Hanged Man, which is saying see things from the other person's perspective. Perhaps it's take a new look at this, take a look at it from a different perspective, a different approach, but perhaps that's the approach that this person might like. So kind of look at things through their eyes. If you don't know what they're going through, then maybe that might be really, really hard, but maybe that's a conversation you need to have if you're a little scared about having it. And let's see what the last of our cards here are. Perfect. All right, so for clarification on this side, we have the Adept card, which is success and attainment. Yeah, this is a great card. They want the things you want as much as you do, like if not more. But they're just not seeing the path as you see the path, so to say. Yeah, there is no limit to what you two can achieve, is what this card is saying. And that's in their mind as well. They're just doing this a little bit differently. And with the Four of Cups here, I'm going to go back to this Venom card, because what I believe it is trying to tell you is that they need to come to the realization, and this is coming through really bizarre, and I might go off on a tangent here, and I'm sorry, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side. They're mourning the loss of something. They had a dream, a goal. They had something they were chasing. They had a life that they thought they were going to have. And maybe they had it all. Maybe they got it all. Maybe it all came to fruition and they had everything they ever dreamed of. But like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And they're dealing with the fact that didn't work out the way that they thought it would. And now that they're trying to adapt to this new vision, they don't want to get too excited over this new life that they're trying to create with you and in this situation, and in this partnership, this union. And they're trying not to get too excited because they remember how disappointed they were when they came out of this toxic situation. So whether that was like this career that they thought was going to take them all over the world and all these places and do all these things, and they did it, but they still didn't feel fulfilled. Or a relationship that they thought was like picture perfect and everything they ever wanted, and then it ended up, being toxic, and everything that like just looked so good on paper to them ended up being this catastrophic like disappointment. And they're really concerned about getting their hopes up too high, but they're also just in this energy of wanting to achieve. They're people who want to achieve. They're strong personalities. They want success. They just have some stuff to clean up on their side of things and to overcome. All right, so let's keep going. I pulled some advice. And we've got the facade, and complacency. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this is confirmation that you need to rethink the path that you want this journey to take, like how you're gonna get there. You don't have to rethink the goal or the vision, but you're like benchmarking this and making these steps, and you just need to rethink that because it's probably going to take different steps than what you think it will. It's going to take a totally different route. You might do these 3 things and then achieve this. It's not all A plus B equals C. There's a different way to do it, and you might struggle with that, but that's fine, because this card tells me that they don't want to build someone else's dream. They want to build dreams together. They don't want to be here building someone else's dream. Maybe this path is what they took for somebody else, and this was someone else's vision for them, and that's what they thought would bring them success and happiness. But when deep down inside that vision of success and happiness was never what they wanted, and now they've come to terms that they don't want to build someone else's dream, that they want to work together and build dreams together. Okay, so I got a few more cards here as well. Let's keep going. All right, so we have here and now for you, and co-create for them. Yeah, okay. So here and now, you have to deal with what's in front of you, not what's in your head. I guess that's just, it is what it is. Be present one day at a time. And then for co-create, work together to make something. I think I've already said that so much. But yeah, co-create, work together to create something. They're willing to create, they're willing to manifest, they're willing to bring this stuff into like creation, and co-create. It definitely, there's a real sense of a partnership here. They don't want someone controlling the entire situation. Okay, so let me see. I pulled some wisdom here. All right, the awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Yeah, okay, perfect. Integration, think about it. Integration, building a dream together, working together, definitely. And then our final card here is the judge. So what the judge is trying to say to you, I believe, is take the right action. Action is needed. Move forward, definitely. Start the conversations. I know sometimes we wish other people would start the conversations, and we want, to give them the opportunity to talk and then the opportunity for them to start the conversations. But this is within your hands. Think about what is just, and just balance the relationship, balance the scales, make sure the other person is involved in what decisions are being made. And then this union will flourish and, move forward. All right, I'm going to call that reading there. I hope it resonated with you. And thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, please like, comments, share, subscribe. I would love to know what other videos you would like to see as well. So if you could share that with me, I'd really, really appreciate it. I just want to know what topics people want covered, and just kind of get an idea of what appetite there is out there for these readings. So stay in connection. Please communicate. Bye. All right. Welcome, group of 2. If you chose this pyrite stone, it's really pretty, eh? I sound so Canadian. Then this is your reading. Today we are doing a reading with kind of like an update on this connection, what is happening in this connection. I will be creating 2 different piles so we can see kind of either side and work with that. Like always, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's all good. But also, I'm going to be reading pile A as if it is you and pile B as if it's the other person. However, that doesn't have to be the case. You could resonate more with pile B as well. Just take it, kind of as it flows and as you see it. So let's just jump right into it and get started. I'll move that up there. And let's check out our card for person A first. All right, so you or person A, the first card is the castle. Interesting. Okay, let's get that up there. And then next we have the thread. That is for the connection or the other person within this relationship or union or partnership. Typically, this comes out pretty relationship based, but this could be like crush, or you don't know the person, or your twin flame, or a friendship, anything like that. Just take from it what you hear that resonates for you. All right, so with person A in the castle, this person, which is you, I feel, is in their power. You kind of have all you ever wanted right now. Like you created this castle, you created everything yourself. You have this abundance, this success. But there's like this sense of being in this big house all alone. It's kind of the what next energy. Okay, now that I have it all, who do I share it with? Or now that we have it all, what's our next step? And kind of, this material manifestation of it all that you definitely took control, you definitely created, you definitely manifested, and you were this just independent energy, and that created this world and this wealth. But you're kind of like, okay, what now? Or maybe you are single or just kind of dating or something like that, and you're kind of like, what's next? What's the natural next step? Okay, like box check, got everything I ever wanted. This is cool. Like, who do I share it with? Or cool, we made all of these check marks on our list of who we want to be as a couple, but like, what do we do now? And that can also be in business as well. You're feeling really secure in your business, and it's kind of like the what next for the partnerships and stuff like that, if it's a business connection, or a friendship. All right, and then with the thread, I feel like your person is searching for meaning through distractions. I think they might be trying a lot of different things. I'm just getting that they have a lot of action-oriented energy, and the thread can be activated by the simplest thing, the smallest tug, and they're just like throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. They're kind of looking for, that special one little thing. They're like their niche, their one little thing that they're trying to get into. They're looking for the path too, I feel. I feel like, they're trying to run down a bunch of different paths. So they're just like really figuring things out. They may be doing a lot or doing just the most to try to figure this out because they have like a want or a need to really get this under control and really like find this thread, find this niche, find this thing or this natural next step. All right, let's get into the tarot so we can see if we can clarify this a little bit more. Your first tarot card is the Knight of Pentacles. Let's get him down here. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, strong pentacle energy to start this off. That is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. If that resonates with anybody, it doesn't have to. Don't worry about that. And then next we have the Nine of Wands. All right, so let's jump right in here. What I'm feeling for you with the Knight of Pentacles is you have been working hard. You are a hardworking, responsible, patient person. You built it. You've been persistent, maybe even in this connection. You know, you've been maybe waiting. You've been doing all of the work. You've been trying to make this the perfect opportunity, whether that's in love or in a business partnership or in a friendship. You're building it. You have made the lists, you're checking them twice. And then with the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling it all. And you never complained. You know, while you were building this castle and creating this foundation and trying to manifest, you know, this great partnership, union, relationship, whatever it may be, or putting the work into the current relationship, you've been juggling it all and you just never complained. You never, you know, asked for help. You're just, you know, you're fine with it. You know that this is the work that you have to do to get to where you want to be. I can tell you're really, really driven with it, with this castle architect. So you keep going with your day to day. But with with the Nine of Wands, I see that you're no fool. You know what you deserve. If it's out of a current relationship, or if it's in a connection, or if it's in, you know, even just looking for love, you know what you deserve. You definitely do, because you know how hardworking you are. You know what you've manifested. You know what you've created. You know what abundance that you do have. And you prepared for it, even if it means that you need to make a change. You're prepared because you know what you want, you know what you deserve, and you feel like this connection might be taking forever. But the nines say, like, we're almost there. It's not a 10 yet, but we're almost there. Or you feel like this next step might be just taking forever. You might be full of delays. You might have experienced a lot of delays with this as well, and maybe some false starts. So let's take a look at your person's energy here. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, lots of pentacle energy. We're definitely here in the material world. There might be some abundance here as well. Maybe some wealth, or just being well off, or just, you know, having a lot of abundance in your life. And then we have the Ten of Wands. All right. So with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like this person, I don't want to say they have concerns about money, but they have concerns about money when it comes to people, and maybe in the past. Maybe they've been in a past relationship where somebody wanted to be with them for their money, and they're just a little bit insecure about intentions when it comes to wealth and kind of riches and abundance and things like that. But when we see this Three of Pentacles here, they want an abundant partnership. So if this is a business relationship, they want to move forward and create an abundant partnership. Or if this is a relationship, they want to be like, I would say, a power couple. They want to kind of like take over the world and be in this wealth together. And they do want to share their abundance, but they're a little hesitant because they are concerned that that's what people want them for. And maybe that's how they've showed their worth and proved their worth in the past, to other people in other relationships. So they're a little bit hesitant about that. But maybe if they do, like, maybe they're entrepreneurial, maybe they want to work together. I could see that with the Three of Pentacles as well. And they get that from you. Like, they see your abundance and what you've created and everything that you've created in your life. And they know that you're really, really strong in this castle that you have built in your life. And you know how this person is. This person is just like trying kind of anything to see what works and see what's missing and try to find the right path. And they're like, oh, well, this could be the shot. This could be the opportunity to take things to kind of the next level. So they may even want to work together. they want someone who gets it. And I think they see you definitely as someone who gets it, someone who understands that not all of this stuff kind of just grows on trees and just kind of happens, but there's a lot of work involved. And yeah. And then what they want to build and what they want to share, just doesn't happen in the blink of an eye. But if they already have abundance too, then, or wealth or a really big material world, then they also want somebody who understands what it took to get there and that it's just not that easy. And with the 10 of Wands, they have a lot of stress. So they're driven by success. I can see that for sure. And they have a lot of confidence. But yeah, and that's probably why they're attracted to your castle energy as well, because, their success in business, though they might be trying a lot of things and like just doing the most, they are successful and they have a lot of success, but they have a ton of stress. And that all of this causes in trying to build this life that they're trying to build and move forward, and all of these opportunities and changes and the inconsistencies of trying to, find the niche and pull the thread and find the right path. All right, so let's see what we got for a little more clarification on your side. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay, lots of 6 energy there. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, another Knight. All right, let's dive into this for you. So moving forward with the 6 of Wands, yeah, you see this as successful and your hard work paying off. This is your hard work paying off. So if you had any questions about like this union, connection, partnership, relationship, like you worked for it, this is your hard work paying off. Like it's not a 10, but it's a 6. It's a midway celebration. Okay? So this is, a part of your life that you actually worked for. And sometimes we don't see romantic things like that. Sometimes we don't see friendships or leveling up like that. And we only see the real material things like that, like houses and cars and this and that stuff that we can quantify. But these relationships are actually like that as well. And yeah, you're going to be rewarded emotionally and financially. And, I think this is all kind of pointing to this person maybe even being well off, or what you guys create being really, really, really successful together. Kind of like level matching, like you're on each other's level. And I think that that's very important for the two of you. All right. And then with the 6 of Cups, so think of all of your childhood dreams and memories kind of coming together, and like, is it familiar? Is that what's happening here? Like when you look at this situation, are you just kind of like, this is all I ever wanted? Like, when I forgot about the material world and just really saw it as black and white and, a love and a connection. And, it's hard to grasp because I feel like you're just this strong, independent energy that created everything themselves. But when we go back to think about who we are when we are younger and the things that we wanted and keep it as simplistic as that, it makes us a little bit nostalgic, and more so in our thoughts and our dreams and our beliefs of what we had and what we wanted. And you might be in disbelief some days because you might feel like the want or the need or the love for this or in creating this connection, it might be a little, it might feel childish. You're kind of like, what? This can't be. This can't be. This is everything I ever wanted. Like, that's cute, but that's not how it works, is it? All right. And so with the Knight of Swords, it's changes. So changes to this connection, or changes are coming to this connection or this relationship, and they're coming in quick. It could be in messages and communication. If you're waiting for someone to reach out, they might take the action. They might reach out. If you're waiting for a change in your relationship in a next step, or you guys are creating like some type of business together or anything like that, the wait is over. Things are going to pick up. Things are going to get momentum. And someone is going to step up and go for what they want. Yeah, just strive forward and go for what they want. All right, let's check out your person as well. We got what would be the Empress card in other decks, but they name them kind of funny in this one, but I'll do my best to read them as I see them. All right, so with this card coming up, I see This person is going to move forward with something into creation that is like tangible. So they're going to take an idea of this relationship, of this connection, and turn it into fruition. So this, like for some of you, could be marriage. For this, some of you, this could be children conversations. This could be the start of a relationship. This could be launching a business. This could be the creation of stability in your connection. But whatever that is, this person is really wants to move that forward as kind of the next step that they see, and they see definitely a big future with you as well. And with the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is the energy that you have in their eyes. So that's how they see you, as this Queen of Swords energy. Strong, independent, to the point. Maybe just like, a little different, just like getting in her own, like in creating all of this that you have created in your life. It's really impressive to them. Like I said, everybody here in this situation are looking for people on their level, to be on their same level, and just to find that balance. And then with this comes the balance card. And they did want a balanced partnership, even if it seems like they don't sometimes. Like sometimes we go for like what's in front of us, and I can tell with this string energy they're just like trying out a bunch of stuff. And so you might know about their track record, you might know about their history, you might know about things that they've done in the past, and you're like, well, that doesn't seem like it's what they want. But they're trying to find the right path to get what they want, which is ultimately balance. And I feel like this energy may be a little older. We got some really, really youthful energy over here in this connection. So this could resonate for some people. This person may be younger than this person. So this person has tried a lot in their life, and now they're just really looking to move forward in that balanced situation, and they want to be with like kind of an equal, someone who gets it. And so back to person A, I asked for some advice for you guys. And the first one would be the Knight of Wands. Wow, we have almost every Knight of Wands except for the Knight of Cups. That's a lot of young energy. It's exciting though. It's definitely driven energy. You definitely create and work hard. All right, so with the Knight of Wands coming into an advice placement here, you may need to move. There may be a need for like just physical relocation. That will only resonate for some of you, but for there to be change, you may need to move something forward as well. It could resonate like that too. This connection might be long distance. There may be travel required, which is really difficult right now. So that might be another barrier as well. Changes are coming, and this is like a go-getter energy. So regardless of what it is, you're just getting the job done, being a go-getter, running after it, chasing after it, and kind of chasing your dreams, because now that you built all of this success, like you are convinced of what your next step is, and you'll come into that realization. And then with the Three of Wands here, you're realizing that this is the opportunity for you, even if it's not this person. Like maybe like just love is the natural next step for you. And this is like a great opportunity for you. Or if you're in a relationship, this is a great opportunity for you guys to build a business or something. I'm kind of getting that energy if this is a relationship situation for you guys as well. Could be a business. It definitely represents working as a team, working together and working as a team. So if you do end up in a relationship, you may be, once again, just like working together. All right, let's see what we got for person B. I didn't pull this as advice, as more so of like what's next, or kind of like how they see the relationship. I know how it is in my head. Don't worry about it. All right. So some major arcana over here, some big energy. So we have the Enchantress. So this is their feelings. They feel like you put some type of spell on them. They're like, what magic is this person doing? I am mesmerized by them. How did they turn me into this? I've been trying so many things, and I've had so many things in the world, but I've never had person A. Like, where did this Queen of Swords come from? I can't believe this woman. How did they do this to me? They, yeah, they think you have amazing abilities. Yeah, you may be able to help them see things clearly. They actually think you might be able to help them find this path, whatever that choice is, and they really rely on you, especially in this energy, and they really really respect you. So that's amazing to hear as well. And then the magician energy here. This might be everything they ever imagined coming true, or this is the ultimate new beginning. So every day, when you are in your power, you are everything that they ever wanted. You are what they sat home and fantasized about and, had affirmations on and just tried to create into the present, into this physical world. So I think your person in connection with person B might be in a little disbelief. They might think, well, this is just too good to be true, kind of thing. So watch out for that. That might be how they feel as well. I pulled some oracle cards too. First, we have passion, and then we have growth. All right, so passion is just telling you and reminding you, person A, in this connection, to manifest what you desire, manifest what is next, manifest your next step, whatever this is. And for person B here, it's a time for this person to follow their heart, and they feel like they can with you. I feel a lot in the past they've had to follow their head because they have a lot of responsibility. Like I said, they could have wealth or funds and expectations and different things in this material world, but they feel very safe with you for some reason. And I think it's just because they feel like you're kind of on their level and would understand everything that it takes to be a person like them. So they finally feel like they have the opportunity to follow their heart. All right, and then we have round and round. That is for you. And chop wood, which is for person B. Okay, so for person A, round and round, you're breaking a cycle. So you might need to let go of some things, and you might feel like some things are a step back just because of your life and the things you've created and you've built. And you might have to let some of those things go, but this can also be the first step in your next step. It doesn't have to be looked at as, moving backwards, but it can be looked at as your next step. But, change and major change usually has a little bit of sacrifice to come with it. And then with chop wood, this person is a dreamer, and now they are getting grounded into this reality. So dreams eventually need to become the day to day. Like, you know, like dreams actually need to come into the physical realm and do the work if they're going to come true. So this was a dreamer and an idea, and they probably lost in their mind and their head a lot, but they really need to bring this into reality, and understand that this is their day to day and that this might be their future. All right. And so I pulled some wisdom here, which says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I think this is a really interesting question for you guys because, like I said, this could be a business opportunity or a relationship with like a power couple business bond, creating things together. So if you knew you were supported, what would you do? It's an amazing, amazing question. So if you knew like that the opportunities were unlimited and there were no other factors in the world, like what would you choose? What path would you take? Does it remind you of that childhood, like I said back there in the Cups card? All right, and then your final card for this reading is one more architect type. And how perfect is this? Wow, what a good one for you guys. It's the heart. And the heart is pretty simple of a card. I mean, it's a sense of knowing and finding your home. And maybe that's not just a physical home, like it's a sense of your of just trusting that this feeling is correct and that all your dreams are coming true, and finding the place where you belong. And this connection, if it makes you feel nostalgic, if it makes you feel like home, then, all paths lead you to the right place. Okay, wow, that was a big reading. I hope it resonated with you all. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear what kind of readings you want to hear next. So if you would leave that in the comments, I'd really, really appreciate it. Just so I know what the appetite is out there for. Like I said, if some of it didn't resonate, don't stress too much. This is all for fun. So I hope to see you again. Thanks for tuning in, group 2. Bye. All right. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you picked this gorgeous little geode here, I don't know if you could even see it from the beginning, but it's so pretty on the inside, then this is the reading that was meant to find you. Today we are talking about a connection in your life. We're just going with the flow and seeing how the messages come out. This could be a potential relationship. This could be a relationship you're in. This could be a friendship. This could be another type of family relationship. However it resonates with you, it may even surprise you what these messages might end up being. I've gotten a lot of really specific messages, but hopefully you take something from it. And of course, as always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's move this little guy here and jump right into your reading. All right, so what I did for this reading is I broke the piles down with 2 different tarot decks between person A and person B. I will refer to person A as you, however, you may relate more to person B. Whichever way you would like to take the reading, that is totally up to you. You would know so much better than I do. It just, maybe it found you for that reason, and maybe you are person B as opposed to person A. I try to be as gender neutral as possible in these readings, but, sometimes I just get feelings or get a little excited. But also know that masculine energy and feminine energy don't always mean male and female as well. It just means where we're at, what we're thinking, and what kind of energy we're putting out to the world. All right, so let's take a look at person A. We have the nectar. Interesting. And then person B, we have the mentor. It's an interesting dynamic. Okay, so for person A, I have the feeling that you are a healer. You find value in helping others and healing people. You have what it takes. You can get in that mindset, in that zone, and you can take on that healing role for people. And that is definitely like an energy that is a rare skill, and that is a skill set that you have. You can maybe be fixated on fixing things a little. Like when things are broken, you may really, really want to fix them. No matter the situation, whether that's literal or figurative. You might work in a healing realm, or a service realm, or just an area that cares for other people or takes care of other people in a certain way. You glow to people for sure. You just have this energy, this healing energy that people understand and see when they see you. And then person B, this is the mentor. So this person could be seen as kind of like the guru. They could be a teacher, or a coach, or anything like that, some type of mentorship or maybe it's just not as literal as that. Maybe you just look to them for guidance a lot, and they provide a lot of wisdom in your life, and they can be an overwhelming force for sure. Some people, like, it might be like too much for them, like they don't need to hear it, but that's kind of the relationship that you guys have. They might seem a little self-serving at times when they kind of get in their flow and their energy. I mean, we all get like that when we know something and we're, we're the expert. We know what we're talking about, and we approach it differently as well. Sometimes this person might be older than you. That doesn't have to resonate. That'll only be some of you. They might be a little envious of youth too. You know, when you think of those people that stay in certain industries because it was a part of their youth, it was something that they grew up with, and it makes them nostalgic. So that could also resonate with this person too. All right, so let's move on to your tarot and get started here. So for person A, our first card is the Eight of Swords. And our next card is the Hermit. Oh, interesting. Hermit's Virgo energy. Oh, and then we have the Strength card. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right, so with the Eight of Swords, you are feeling a little self-conscious perhaps in this connection. Or maybe you're feeling a little limited. You feel like perhaps if you're not in communication with this person, you can't reach out. If you're in a relationship with them, you're having a difficult time communicating with them right now at the time. You're feeling a little restrained. You're feeling a little hesitant to kind of speak your truth at this time. And you're also being asked not to make rash decisions. And with the Hermit showing up here as well, you need to take some time for yourself, and you know that. You need some time for reflection to understand how you're feeling in this situation. You have been looking to the mentor for wisdom, but now you need to find some wisdom within yourself. But it's something you need to do alone because it probably has to do with them. And then with the Strength card, it's just confirming that you have everything you need inside of you to figure this out. So you have the mental and physical strength to make this decision or have this conversation that you need to have with this person or anything like that, or bring it forward. When you see this, you see she's very delicately closing the lion's mouth, who is pretty ferocious, and but it's working, and she's kind of outsmarting him in a way, and just using kindness as well, as opposed to just sheer force. So that could be taken that way. All right, so let's see what we have tarot for person B for your connection. We have the Two of Wands. Interesting. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. They call it something else in this deck, but I'll stick with the regular terminology. And the Page of Cups. Okay. If I trip a little, this is a new deck, and I'm just getting used to it. It does have some different interpretations, and then some are face value the same as the original tarot. So with the Two of Wands, I see this person is very focused on their personal success right now, in creating and carrying out plans that they have started, and they're just trying to bring it to life and bring it into this kind of physical realm and out of their mind and out of an idea. This could be work related, this could be success, this could be career, this could be even within your relationship. They're very, very focused on their part in it. And then with this Knight of Pentacles, you see them as a very responsible person. They have been a big help to you, perhaps, or you think they could be a big help to you in your life, which is interesting because you are the nectar, you are the healer. So maybe you look to them in some way to help you, so you can have the energy to heal others. And you probably actually heal them as well, but there's just some type of give and take, some back and forth there that's probably healthier than different relationships you've had in your life. Also, so this mentor energy person has the Page of Cups in here. So, what I'm feeling from this Page of Cups on their side is that you've been admiring them. So, if you aren't in a relationship, there's somebody you kind of follow and watch and listen to and admire and perhaps look up to, maybe even from afar at some point. Or if you are in a relationship, you did at some point maybe look up to them or follow them or listen to them and see what they had to say, and really just kind of, I don't want to say idolize them, but you definitely put them on a pedestal, which might be what is kind of holding you back from saying some certain things to them right now. All right, let's get some clarification on your pile. All right, we have the Four of Swords. And there we go. We have the Empress. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, so what I see for you with this kind of what's next here with the clarification is with the Four of Swords, you're feeling alone in this connection, and whether that's a new thing or whether you're not actually fully connected at this time, you are feeling a bit of loneliness, a bit secluded. But this also matches the energy with the Hermit that we have here as well, and needing alone time and needing to figure some things out for yourself, laying your sword down, not fighting the battle right away, and just getting this time to get the clarity that you need on this situation, on this relationship, as it comes to person B. With the Empress here, you're thinking a lot about your next step in life. Maybe it's a birth or a marriage, or just actually combining this union, or in your next step, or maybe making a partnership, or if you're already together, it's embarking on those things together. And kind of what's your next step. Maybe it's building a house. Maybe it's doing this, like the traditional material things in the physical world. What is next and how do we bring it to life? And that's secured here with the Ten of Cups. You want to make this perfect family and this perfect life, whether it is with person B here or not. This is kind of, the dream that you've always had and that you've always saw for yourself. And you can achieve those desires. You know that. You just need to do that inner work, and you just need to reflect in yourself and see what you still need to make this either union happen, or, to make the decisions that get you where you want to be. Yeah, you just need to take some of the power back, is what I'm getting. Probably from person B. They probably, are just that kind of person that absorbs power and takes control of situations. And you're really focused on taking control of your next step here. So you're doing this inner reflection, and you help and you heal and this and that. But you need to help and heal yourself, is what the cards are telling you. Yeah, so you are the healer. Give to you. You give to others so much. You need to give back to yourself. Let's see what we have for person B here as well. All right, we have the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, interesting, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so with the Hierophant, this just mirrors this mentor idea. Yeah. They might be rubbing, honestly, I think this energy, this mentor energy, whether you've gotten used to it or not, it might be rubbing you the wrong way lately. Right now, you're just kind of like, it might come off to you as a little righteous. You're like, I just can't listen to it anymore. I don't need to be preached at or told what to do or told how to think or this or that. Like, I want what I want. And you have like this general sense of knowing and being this great support system to this person and being a healer. Or if you aren't in a union with this person yet, maybe you're kind of rethinking that because of the way they portray themselves in this public realm where they're teaching or where they're giving advice. And just maybe there's a way that they took that angle that just isn't sitting well with you. Maybe it's just a little overdone and you're getting a little exhausted of it. This might also be a dispute over some values or religious beliefs or anything like that, but I'll let that marinate with you guys, and you can, figure that out on your own. I'm not going to get into that, but it could also lead down those paths as well. With the Nine of Pentacles here, yeah, they might be making major purchases, or you might be making a purchase together, or they're doing something with money that you don't agree with, or this person uses money to control situations. Because like with this little guy here, this Knight of Pentacles, like he can, maybe give money or support or financial support, or you could see that as an opportunity. But also, this person, I think, is doing some stuff with money that they just, it doesn't make sense to you, maybe, or maybe you both can't, if you are together, you can't agree on how to spend your money or how to save your money or what to do, or you don't like someone's spending habits, or somebody wants to like keep up with the Joneses and the other person just wants, this happy life and just, the picture perfect thing, not actually comparing things with other people. So there could be something around that too that's bothering this connection. And with the Queen of Cups here, I see that you are very loyal to this person. So whether it's a crush or whether it's a relationship, you've been ride or die with this person. You've been following them. You've been showing them off. You boost them. You talk about them like they are worth it to you. If anybody asked for an advisor in some type of situation, whatever world they're in, you would refer to them. You definitely are and were all about what they're about. But there's something that you just maybe don't agree with lately. And you know what? You have their best interest at heart, though. I'm getting that. Like you might feel like it's hard to communicate with this person and tell them that, but you do have their best interest at heart, and you just have some intuitions or some gut feelings about the way things should be approached. All right. So, let's take a look here. We got the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, you can't keep your feelings inside. It's going to keep you up at night. And that's, you're trying to live with certain things that just don't make you feel right. And no matter how small or how big they are, for some of you, it could be really big. For some of you, it could be really small because this relationship maybe didn't even start yet. But just like you need to give yourself some reassurance so that you can chill, and you need to take this alone time to reflect on your values and how you see the world and how you want that fitting into your life. And with the Five of Wands, it's just saying arguing about this kind of thing or talking about this kind of thing or letting them know that you're annoyed with that, it seems really childish to you. You want to stop and reflect and work on your approach and how you would actually approach that, or if you even need to approach it, or if you just need to reflect on it and figure out why it doesn't sit well with you and your values in general. And then with person B here, we have the Star. And that's some Aquarius energy, the Star. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so with this Star, there's definitely hope. I'm hearing that they do value your opinion. They see you in a great light. And yeah, they value your opinion. They want you, they have hope in the situation and in the relationship if it's at that level. And they may value your opinion more than you even know, more than they lead on. Maybe they don't like to tell you that they value your opinion that much, but they do, and they respect what you have to say. Okay, so with the Nine of Cups appearing next, they want to give you everything. Like this, or like, they want a relationship that has everything. But you want like the 10 of Cups, and they see things as the 9 of Cups. So the big difference here is like this is like physical fulfillment. Like I have everything that I want. I'm full. And then this is like just the abundance and stepping back and looking at everything and more of like the big picture as opposed to like look at all the stuff that I have. Um, yeah, so they kind of want the shiny things, and you want to step back and look at the big picture, and in that kind of level of stuff. All right, so I pulled some oracle cards next, so let's see what we have. First, on your side, we have guilt. And then on person B's side, we have victim. All right, so what I'm getting with guilt is once your mind is made up, everything becomes clearer. Don't feel guilty about what you didn't ask for, is the message that I'm getting. So this person may feel like they're fulfilling becoming the person that you want or having all of this stuff that will get them you or somebody like you, or you're in a relationship or in a marriage and they like, oh well, this person will be really proud of me if we get this and this, but you're being asked to like, don't sit there and feel guilty that they feel like that they have to do that to get you or get somebody like you. That's not your fault. You want the big picture. It doesn't mean a certain car or a certain house or a certain this or a certain that. There's more to it. It's deeper than that. It's not as physical. And then with the victim card, what they're trying to do by this situation, from what I can see, is they're creating something before it's ready. When you read this card, it said something about the what is this called? Like an acorn. You need to plant it brown for it to grow a tree. But if you plant it green, like it's too soon. So it's not going to work. So they're trying to do all of this stuff, but it's like too much, too soon, and it's not getting us closer to actual happiness. It's temporary fulfillment. All right, so let's see what else we have here. We have deep knowing on your side, and then come to the edge on their side. So with deep knowing, it's just reiterating your intuition is telling you to listen to within, listen to that deep knowing, listen to that voice. Take some time, slow down, reflect. You don't need to run at this person with all of your words, opinions, ideas, and reflection at this time. Figure out how your values align and really align your thoughts and your words and your conversations and go from there. And then with come to the edge on this side is they're overcoming some fear and accepting the risks. So all of this tangible stuff that they have created in their life might be out of fear, of commitment, fear of the bigger picture, fear of maybe even not being abundant enough and not being able to provide. And they really definitely see themselves in this higher mentor, teacher energy. So showing things might be their way of coping with that. And then we have a little bit of an oracle here. It's the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Okay, so what I think about when I see this card in correlation to everything that we just talked about is that you guys are working on stuff and building things forward, but nobody just knows what that looks yet. But there is light, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like that's where you're going. And this is the initiation. These are the tests that you have to go through for relationships to succeed, for partnerships to succeed, for friendships to succeed. I think I really just read this one as a partnership. So if it's any of the other things, hopefully some of that related for you as well. But I definitely kind of read this one as a relationship. But there's definitely steps and rites of passages that we need to take. You think of initiation, it's like paying your dues to get to where you want to go. And then I pulled an oracle just kind of for the overall feel of the situation. And this says Kairos. Okay, someone can correct me on that. That's fine. Ultimately, what this card means is things will come into alignment. Yeah, it's telling you that everything will figure itself out. Things will come into alignment. You just need patience with this connection. You just need that alone time. You just need to take that step back, and you just need to be patient with one another and communicate more on what you want. And maybe these ways in which you see each other in this connection, the healer and the mentor, are really limiting your next steps and really limiting your progression. So think about that and consider it. All right, I am going to call this reading here. I hope you took something from it. I hope some of it resonated with you. If you like what we're doing here, if there's any videos you would like to see, any topics you would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments so I can provide more content that serves you guys, and that's the content that you're looking for and searching for, and that I can help you out through tarot and just kind of entertain you a little bit. I hope you're having fun. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know. I love hearing from you. And keep on watching, and thanks for tuning in, Group 3.